Developing story out of eastern Kentucky. A Letcher County district judge is dead after authorities say the county sheriff shot and killed him in the judge's chambers yesterday afternoon. Today, Sheriff Sean Stines is in jail while police try to pinpoint a motive. And we're hearing from the Commonwealth's attorney in that area who knew Judge Kevin Mullins well. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are talking to attorneys and former judges here in Louisville who are troubled by this deadly shooting.
A disturbing display of violence playing out inside an eastern Kentucky courthouse. Letcher County District Judge Kevin Mullins shot and killed in his own chambers. And authorities believe it was the sheriff, Sean Stines, who pulled the trigger and shot him multiple times. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear's latest comments.
Now, I know there's a whole lot that's out there on the internet and elsewhere. This is an active, ongoing investigation.
The rural community of just over 20,000 people rattled as investigators try to confirm a motive.
We could use everybody's prayers, send prayers for the family, that they get through this difficult time.
Matt Butler, the state prosecutor for the area, on Facebook sharing his personal connection to the judge.
His daughters are my nieces, and that my two oldest kids are his niece and nephew.
The tragic news came as a shock to so many across the state, including attorneys and former judges right here in Louisville who were quick to denounce any kind of violence inside the courthouse. I sat down with retired district court judge Janice Martin.
It affects us all when you see violence like this, because you don't anticipate someone getting shot outside a courthouse, somebody as a judge getting shot in their chambers, much less by a law enforcement officer. So it's very disturbing.
And former prosecutor attorney Carl Price.
I was shocked. Had to take a deep breath because, of course, we work in the court system. But generally, the deputies who carry the firearms in the courtroom, first and foremost, are like family to the judges, right? So you feel safe in that regard.
There are questions surrounding a federal lawsuit against Sheriff Stines, accused of turning a blind eye to one of his deputies sexually abusing a woman in that same judge's chambers.
It would be a locked area, and only the judge and his staff would have access to that.
Attorney Kent Wicker of Louisville telling me he'll be watching closely to see what investigators conclude to be the motive.
The motive suggests this is really a one-off, or does the motive suggest that there's a systematic problem that needs to be corrected by different policy measures? So that's what I'd want to know.
Mullins died at the scene and Stines surrendered to authorities. A KSP spokesperson saying the sheriff is charged with first-degree murder. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.